This pedal cost well over $600 15 years ago when it was released. Today, it's discontinued and I can't even sell it for $200. And this pedal, same story. Outdated, unsupported, and forgotten. So what happens when guitar gear becomes obsolete? In today's video, we're gonna dive into obsolete guitar pedals, and by the end, you're gonna wanna go on Facebook Marketplace and find these. So let's go. So what happens when the gear we relied on suddenly disappears from conversation? In the guitar world, good gear doesn't usually break. It just gets outdated, then it gets replaced by newer, smaller, and shinier new models. The truth is, in our world, most things that we buy aren't meant to last forever, especially digital gear. A good example of this is my computer. Now, 5 years ago when I bought it brand new, it was blazing fast. But as soon as I started getting into YouTube and making videos and editing videos, along with my recording songs for myself and other artists, it started bogging down. It started not performing the way it once did. The TC Electronic Nova system and the Line 6 M9 are basically little computers in a box. They were revolutionary when they came out, but today they've been replaced and kind of forgotten. See, gear technology moves fast, especially multi-effects. I bought the Nova system and the M9 because they were both extremely versatile. Unfortunately for me, I actually bought the Nova system towards the end of its life cycle. Within a year of buying this unit, TC Electronics stopped producing it and stopped updating the firmware. And that's when I bought the M9. And unfortunately for me, I did the same thing. I bought the M9 towards the end of its life cycle because within a year of buying this, the Helix came out. So it was super frustrating, but I still use these for recordings. I use them for shows. I use them for rehearsals. But because they were no longer supported and they weren't the cool new thing, they started disappearing. Videos on these products stopped being produced on YouTube, and people seemed to move on from these products. Suddenly the pedals that I relied on were outdated, and honestly, it felt kind of embarrassing owning these dinosaur pedals. But that's where I was wrong. So are there better options now with newer pedals, more flexibility, better user interfaces? Of course there is. But one cool thing I realized when I was prepping this video, I was doing some research and I pulled these pedals out of storage, was I realized as soon as I plugged into these pedals and I looked at my old settings, I still use the same style effects in my newer pedal board, my HX Stomp. So quite frankly, my sound has stayed the same. The effects that I used has not changed in 15 years. I need an overdrive, a distortion, a phase, a digital delay that can do dotted eighth, and that's it. That's my sound. And these pedals still do it, and still do it really well. The tone is there, the feel is there, and it inspired me to play just like I did when I first owned these pedals. So maybe it's not whether the gear is obsolete, it's about whether it still helps you make the music that you love. I want to tell you one really cool thing that the Nova system does that no other multi-effects has done, I don't think, since. In this unit, you have your modulation and your time-based effects, which is reverb and delay. Those are all digital. But the cool thing about this pedal is the drive section, which is the overdrive and the distortion in this unit, is all analog. So you have a hybrid analog and digital in this multi-effects unit. I don't think any other multi-effects unit has done that. But if you do know of one, comment down below and let me know which one that is. So kudos to TC Electronic for something really innovative and something really cool at the time of making this pedal. I hate to say it, but we treat gear like it has an expiration date. But if something still helps you express yourself, then it's not obsolete, it's actually essential. I constantly have to remind myself this when I'm in a deep rabbit hole of gear acquisition syndrome, which I've suffered for years, is don't chase trends, chase inspiration. If an old piece of gear still lights you up, then it's not outdated. Just go full send and keep using it. I've spent thousands on guitar gear. In fact, I've spent over $40,000. If you want to see a video about that, I will link it right here. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.